Welcome to the Buttercut Podcast, a production of MWBK Creative. What's up? I'm here with my boy, my man, my co-pilot, Peter the Irish guy. What's up, Pete?
What's going on? How's it going?
It's not just you, though. We've got a special guest today.
We do.
Can't Miss Mitch. What's good, bro?
What's up, guys?
How you doing?
We thought we'd get our gambling expert in the studio today.
We've got the biggest event on the European tour, and we needed to bring in our biggest guns on the gambling front for this
Massive one.
Before we get into all that, let's do a little bit of recap from last week. Week 1 of the PGA Tour, the Greenbrier.
Yeah. It was actually turned out to be a great event.
It was interesting, wasn't it?
It was. There was a couple of things that went on last week that caught my interest. Obviously, Joaquin Niemann won, right? And I did bring up last week how much I fucking love that kid.
You did.
Unbelievable player. The other thing about him, he has a very South American caddy swing. Huh. So he was, one of those kids that lived at the golf course and was a looper, used to caddy for guys. And they all kind of have this similar swing. They kind of dip down, reverse C into it, which is a thing for these guys. But yeah, he's a real good player, unbelievably good
Super
putter.
Young.
Oh, so young. Former number 1 in the world. So you knew this kid was going to be real good. Yeah, great performance by him. One of the other things which I loved was Tom Hoagie.
Yes, your boy.
Finished second. Yeah, so played with Tom here in Austin. His brother is a friend of mine, Charlie, who's actually manages a country music band. And yeah, we played some golf. He's a great lad.
Entertainers in that family.
Yeah, big time. Played some golf with Charlie, and his brother had a huge week. Actually sent Charlie a text and was like, "That's a nice little $880,000 weekend for your brother." And he's like, "Yeah, his reply was he's excited to see now what he's going to do now that he's on house money." Yeah. Pretty much the rest of the year.
He's got 12 months to play.
And he's playing unbelievably good golf.
Yeah,
so would love
to
see him do well. And then the other one big thing to note was your boy.
My guy. Yeah. Kevin
Chappell. Fuck me, what a round.
He showed signs of brilliance from the previous years when he had been really good. Just a review, he sat out the majority, if not all, of the 2018 season. I believe it was some sort of back issue, some sort of surgery that he had. Yep. But he came back, had an up and down week, shot over par most of the time. However, he did have a round of 59 on Friday.
Became only the 11th player in PGA Tour history.
And he had a shot at 58.
So here's the thing with that round, right? There's multiple great things to take away from that round. Mitch, he tied the PGA Tour record for consecutive birdies ever made, right?
9 in a row?
So he started on the back 9. He parred 10. He birdied 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 1. Then on 2, I was watching on TV. On 2, he hits it in just under this tier, and he has this 25-footer up over a little tier for the all-time PGA Tour record for most birdies in a row, which was 10.
25-foot
putt. Yeah. He left it short in the jaws. Tapped in for par. But you know who he tied, actually?
Who's that?
My fucking guy, Mark Calcavecchia. One of my favorite fucking golfers of all time. The 1989 British Open winner, Mark Calcavecchia. Mm-hmm. So the reason I love Mark Calcavecchia is just always one of those guys who makes a lot of birdies. I have this thing when I'm on the golf course, if I'm struggling or if I need a birdie, I say to myself, all right, let's channel your inner Calcavecchia here. And because he also puts claw like I do.
Okay.
And I try and channel Calcavecchia.
Is it because of the way that you say it, his name? Like it puts you in rhythm? Or is it just good feels?
It's good feels. There's also a really funny story about
the way you say it sounds like you're almost counting a beat back and forward.
A little bit,
your swing.
Yeah, absolutely. Calcavecchia, absolutely. I like that thought. There's also a funny story, right, about him. Calcavecchia played. This is fucking hilarious. So he's playing at the Masters and he's on the 12th hole. We all know the 12th hole of the Masters, the most famous par 3 in the world.
Yes.
The pin's on the front left section.
Okay.
Calcavecchia hits it to the middle of the green.
Which is the play.
Yeah, right.
Always the play.
He has a 25-footer for birdie. He rolls his putt up to about 3 feet from the hole. Mm-hmm. Okay. Calcavecchia is walking over to his ball, and he's walking over to mark his ball. He puts his hand in his pocket to reach for his coin so he can mark his ball. And as he's trying to get his hand out of his pocket, his wristwatch gets caught on like the edge of his pocket, right?
Okay.
And so he can't get his hand out. Right? So he's like 3 or 4 over at this point, so he's angry already, right? So Calcavecchia stand there, and he goes to get out, and it doesn't come out. He goes to get it again, and his wrist doesn't come out. And you can actually physically see him go, take a breath and go, okay, hand, you better come out, or I'm gonna rip my pants apart. And he goes like this. He goes, kind of counts to 3, goes 1, 2, and goes again. It doesn't come out, and then he just does an almighty like rips a giant hole the whole way down the side of his pants. Has to then put his waterproof pants on and play the last like 6 holes in waterproofs because he's a giant hole down inside his pants. It was just the most honest show of sheer anger and frustration I've ever seen in a golf club. And you can just see how angry.
Genuine, right?
Right. So ever since then, I've just been a Mark Calcavecchia fan. So that's my little Mark Calcavecchia story.
We've all been there.
Oh my God. Like, you all been there. You just that level of, okay, hand, you better fucking come out of my pocket now.
Things aren't going well.
This is going to end badly for you. Yeah.
And internally us.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So no, good week last week, good PGA Tour event. But,
good start to the season.
Yeah.
The 2019-2020
But there
season.
are bigger things in the European Tour this week.
So this week, we've got the BMW PGA Championship, which is the biggest event on the European Tour. Stars agree the tournament's like playing in a major. The course they're playing in, the West Course of Wentworth Club in Virginia Waters, Surrey, England, which happens to be a suburb of southwest London. So this is like the hometown for all of these England guys, right?
Yeah, and a lot of like Ernie Els lives on the golf course. There, I imagine that there's others. I'm guess there probably is. Stenson feels like he probably has a house at Wentworth. There's a lot.
I'm talking about like the people who grew up in England playing golf.
Oh
like
yeah,
London. These guys, a lot of them are like literally like this is the course that was down the street from their house, right?
Yeah,
and there's a lot of guys like that on this in the round.
There absolutely is, 100%. Yeah, there's loads of those lads. There's just a lot of those pros that live there, and that's their like home base. That's their practice because it's the best facilities. It is 2 courses.
A few hometown favorites: Paul Casey, Tommy Fleetwood, and Justin Rose are listed.
There's a question about Rose, whether he's going to play.
That's right.
Did you see that?
He dropped out of the. It's on the storylines here. He dropped out of the Pro-Am that's being done, I guess, tonight.
Yeah. What happened?
There's something wrong. Let's see here.
With his dick?
I think it's working.
He can't find it. It's disappeared. It blew off. He lives in the Bahamas, so it might have been blown off in Dorian.
Possible.
Yeah, possible.
Flood dick.
Yeah.
Rose withdrew from Wednesday's Pro-Am due to knee injury, and his status for the BMW Championship is unclear.
Okay.
So, yeah, I guess he's got knee issues, which is kind of bad, but at this time of year, like for the entire season, like this is when you want it, right? Like you're going to have a couple months off here, really. Like there'll be some events, but the big boys don't start until April next year.
Well, it's funny that you said that because it is yes and no, but it's the crunch time for the European Tour.
Right. So do you think that he looks at this as...
I don't know.
I wonder.
No, yeah, that's...
Because he's prominent on the U.S.
No,
Tour,
he's a PGA Tour player.
Yes.
He probably carries dual, he probably plays European Tour as well. Because I think he's one of the guys that has won both. Yeah. He's won FedEx and won the Race to Dubai. But I think, that's a question you have to ask. Obviously, the PGA Tour means more to him, but he'd like to be in good fettle for this part of the European Tour
We'll have to ask him in March when he's here in Austin.
Okay, yeah.
That's the plan. We'll bring you on with Sugar Shane.
Yeah.
Okay, so the field, 22 of the world's top 50 are playing this week. The defending champion is Francisco Molinari, who also finished second the year before. So he finished winner and second previously, but he's kind of been off form lately. So he's kind of an interesting one to look at. He's got a lot of historical successes, but...
He is someone off form, but someone that can turn it on quickly.
He's kind of owned that course, hasn't he? Finished top 10, 6 out of 7
and
times last year.
And the type of golf he plays... Very much. Wentworth's fucking tight.
Oh, okay, he's precision.
He just plods it along, like like I think Luke Donald may have won at Wentworth, you know?
Okay.
It's a very
It's
much
about accuracy.
Well, those guys do well. Now, obviously the Bombers obviously do well anywhere, but those guys can do well as well because it's fucking tight.
Mitch, is that what you saw? You saw that the last 7 times he had played in it, he was top 10 finisher?
6 out of 7.
6 out of 7.
Yeah. So there you go.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get into the storylines. Y'all ready?
Yeah, let's go.
You got anything about, have you ever played this course? Have you ever been there?
No, never played it, never been there. Just have so many memories. Actually, before we get in, there's a funny, I think I sent it to our group text. One of my, briefly last week we talked about the old match play tournament that used to be on there, and it's just one of those events that I remember as long as I can remember watching golf. I remember watching golf at Wentworth on TV. But there's a great video of Seve Ballesteros,
right?
And the crowd is all in really close. He's actually hitting the shot on the 17th, which is the second shot to 17. Remember how I said it's similar to the 8th at Augusta National, the par 5 up kind of over the hill and it's a blind shot.
Yeah.
So Seve's in there and he's standing over the golf ball and he's at address and he's like about to pull the trigger. And someone directly behind him, as in directly
within
behind
his
the golf
field
ball,
of vision.
right, within his on the right side of his eye, makes a noise. So Seve stops, turns around, and looks at the person and says, "I know you are very nervous, but so am I. So please try to be still."
What a badass!
And everyone just broke their shit laughing. You know, I know you are very nervous, but so am I. So let's try to be
still. That's a good impression.
Oh, it's awesome, thank you. But yeah, so that's an awesome video from Wentworth to 17. But yeah, that's really a lot of memories growing up watching that.
So we've got storylines, world-class field, defending champion Francisco Molinari, as we mentioned, headlines a star-studded lineup alongside 4-time major winner Rory McIlroy, hometown favorites of Paul Casey, Tommy Fleetwood, and Justin Rose, BMW PGA champion debutant John Rahm.
Never played here before.
Never played before.
That's kind of bizarre. The course, I feel like, is going to suit him a lot.
You think so? Well, he every course kind of
bombs it, but he hits a little tight draw and he bombs it and he can kind of hit it straight. And yeah, I feel like he'll do well.
And finally, last but not least, reigning Open champion Shane fucking Lowry.
Yeah,
that's a big boy right there. And we were just talking about this before we came on the air. He just got his lifetime membership to the European Tour. They just awarded that to him today, right?
Yeah. So he
posted about it on Instagram.
So yeah, so there was a thing that he posted today about how he got presented with an honorary life membership to the European Tour. So like, you have a job forever.
You're tenured.
Yeah, no matter how you fucking play, you have a job for the rest of your life.
So let me ask you something. The majors do not count as PGA Tour nor European Tour golf tournaments. Is that right?
No, that is the opposite of that. They count as both.
Well, I know they count, but they aren't put on by them is what I mean.
No. Right.
That's correct?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, because I'm trying to understand, why is this considered the biggest tournament on the European Tour when it's not a major, and obviously the Open Championship is?
Right.
Is that why?
Yeah. Well, like the biggest event on the PGA Tour is the Players Championship. That's not a major.
Right. And why is that?
Because we know
it counts, but it's not put on by them.
We know that the 4 majors are the 4 biggest, but the regular schmo events.
So okay, I see.
Right, the regular tour events, these are the biggest ones. Right, outside
of those,
is the
4. Equivalent of the Players, right?
That's exactly what it is.
I see.
Yeah,
okay,
it's our
makes
Players.
Sense now.
It's the European Tour's Players Championship.
So Rory's looking to get himself a Grand Slam or whatever you want to call it.
He's won it before. But
he won the Players last year, so this would be the sole swing if he was doing it in a calendar year.
Yeah, the thing with Frankie Molinari is going to be interesting. Could be, like you said, Mitch, about him 6 last 7. Like, this place could be one of those places where no matter how he's fucking playing, he just shows up and plays well. Kind of like Bubba at Augusta. Yeah. You know, and the people like Phil at Pebble.
It's a feel thing.
Doesn't matter. I'm going to show up and I good vibes and I'll play well. So I kind of like that for Frankie this week.
This part you're going to have to tell me if I'm correct or if I'm an asshole. So apparently there's a date change, and this year's this year's change of date from traditional May slot to mid-September, means that American stars Tony Finau, Billy Horschel, and Andrew Putnam, Patrick Reed have added the event to their 2019 schedules. Does that sound right? This is usually earlier in the year?
Yeah,
so this is, okay. Because I'm not that familiar with the tournament. I wasn't sure exactly what they're saying.
Yeah, big change. Put it
because then it'd be right around the time when the Players is anyways, because it's in the spring. Whatever.
This was a huge contentious issue on the European Tour.
When they moved it?
No,
scheduling.
not when they moved it. When it used to be played.
I see.
It used to be in fucking May, and it clashed with other events. And like Rory skipped the event one year, and you're like, the biggest fucking event in the European Tour. You had guys skipping it because you had either the players or something was around it, and they were like, I need a break.
There's majors peppered all in there.
Exactly, and it was a huge issue. And now that they've moved it this time of year, once the PGA Tour is done, it's perfect. And it's at the end of the year for Europe, so it's right in crunch time. It's right when it matters.
There's nobody competing in the golf world right now. Like nobody cares what's happening at Sanderson Farms this
week.
Yeah.
And it's actually a good time of year to go play golf in September. You know, it's a nice fucking time to go there.
The weather is perfect.
Yeah, the weather.
It's like 70 and sunny.
Exactly. It's actually it's a way better chance of it being good weather than it will be in May. So yeah, I love the change.
So all of those guys, American stars, Tony Finau, Billy Horschel, Andrew Putnam, Patrick Reed, they've added the event and will make their debut at the PGA, the BMW PGA
that's
Championship.
Huge.
Yeah,
I love that those lads are going out and playing.
Do they have a shot?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, someone like Patrick Reed who
he's been playing pretty good lately. Actually.
Again, and he hits these guys that hit the same shot over and over again. Patrick Reed hits that little fucking draw all the time.
Although he added like a little low, like
he did hit a little sting cut, off the tee. But no, I love Patrick Reed there.
He won like the second to last event on the regular season last year, which is like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, here's what I think. I think the Wentworth is such a course with such history that there's so many good winners that all these good players from America, they'll come over and they'll relish being there. They'll have seen it on TV a lot and they'll love it.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, it's prestige.
Yeah.
It's a huge tournament. It's something they probably all wanted to play.
Exactly.
Okay, next storyline, is called Birthplace. So 10 of the 12 European heroes from last year's Ryder Cup triumph at Legoff National will tee it up at Wentworth with Paul Casey, Tyrrell Hatton, Fleetwood, McIlroy, Molinari, Alex Noren, Ian Poulter, Rahm, Rose, Henrik Stenson, all reuniting at Surrey venue, which is regarded as the birthplace of golf's greatest team event, the Ryder Cup. I didn't realize this was where the Ryder Cup was born, or whatever.
Wait, in Wentworth?
At Surrey.
Oh, in Surrey. In Surrey.
Does that sound right?
No, it does. Yeah, they could have. Now, I don't know if that means like
if the first Ryder Cup was there, or something?
If like Sam Ryder and the other guys that met to come up with the concept of the Ryder Cup happened in Surrey, that could be what it was.
Okay.
Or if the first one happened there, I don't know.
Kind of like Kansas is where basketball is born, but not really.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm with you now.
No, that makes sense though.
Yeah, I was curious to get your thoughts on that point. Like I read it on the European Tour website. They were like kind of going through some general information, and like that kind of stuck out to me as whoa, birthplace. Yeah. That's kind of interesting. So
yeah. So wait, did you say 10? So 10 of the Ryder Cup team are playing?
10 of the 12.
Yeah.
Which
I like that. Wentworth would actually be a great spot to host the Ryder Cup. Actually, now that I think about it.
So, by the way, just for clarification, and this is nothing to do with my knowledge because it's the power of Google.
Let's see it.
Yeah.
But the second Ryder Cup was played at Wentworth in 1926, and that was the most.
I did not know that.
That was the most significant amongst those in the gallery.
Okay.
The man called Samuel Ryder.
Sam Ryder. There you go. Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
I have to admit also that the majority of my knowledge is Google powered. So what you did right there is pretty much what.
And all of my knowledge is not Google powered. It's all from my fucking dome.
The charm of this podcast is mine is book work and his is street knowledge. So you're welcome to my club, buddy. Bring your Google knowledge. It's welcomed. Okay. I had some Pro-Am notes because of the names are so funny, and I don't know who any of these celebrities are, but I didn't end up going through all of it and putting it down.
Well, that is always something actually that is funny is that
they're all these like mega stars. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy?
And you've no fucking idea. You know what's sad? Well, not what's sad. It's just I've been over here so long now.
You don't know either?
Well, no, I will know them, but there's a bunch of them, newer ones that I'm like, who the fuck is that? And they're like some singer or something that I just don't know.
And then there's like soccer guys, and I'm like, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, I'll know them.
But I mean, they've got these massive followings, whatever, all this clout. So yeah, the Pro-Am, I guess, will tee off tonight at around 1:00.
Yeah,
and the tournament itself is going to tee off Thursday night Central Time at 1 a.m. So put it on your calendars, degenerates, if you're gambling.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch.
I'm definitely gonna check it out.
You put that on after you've had a bad night.
Yeah.
You're like, what else can I bet on? Because it's either Japanese baseball or you've got the BMW PGA.
Yeah, when you come in,
Is that what happens to you?
well, Mitch,
I've done it.
Do you fall
before.
into a Japanese baseball
I've been
rabbit
on
hole?
it twice this season.
No, you have not.
I swear on my life, I have.
For fuck's sake.
Yeah, I
And
won
you'd
them
be
both,
calling me
but I had
fucking
no.
degenerate?
Oh yeah, come on.
Jesus Christ.
I had them both right, but I had no idea. I was
Did
like,
you win? Did you win?
I literally picked the mascot. I was like,
brilliant.
I was like, Giants. That
Brilliant.
sounds legit.
Love it.
So yeah, that's what you do.
It's valid. It works well your first 2 or 3 times, and then you're fucked.
Yeah,
Picking by mascot, I mean.
yeah. I need help.
All right, let's move on. Top 5 in the field according to odds. We've got Rory McIlroy at plus 550.
He's the favorite, obviously.
He's a favorite, obviously. John Rahm's 10-1. He's second.
Wait, Rahm is the second favorite. He's never fucking played
never
there?
played. Debbie. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Isn't that-
Amazing how well people think that, like I said, the course, you feel like he'll just do well. He'll bomb it and he hits it straight.
It just seems like it's a good fit for him.
Yeah.
We've got Paul Casey third at 14-1, tied with Justin Rose, who may not even play 14-1. We've got Henrik Stenson, surprisingly, at 22-1.
Well, Stenson's played there
it's his
an
his
inordinate
joint.
amount of times.
Yeah.
And he's just been there for years. Here's actually something I saw about Stenson, right? A stat that it's a Tiger Woods and Henrik Stenson statistic. And I sent it to our group text, but this, now that you said his name, this made me laugh, right? So this is one of the most crazy Tiger stats I've ever heard in my life, okay?
Okay.
So Tiger Woods, so there are 39 players with at least 160 major championship rounds of golf played since 1997.
Okay.
Since Tiger played at Augusta, right? So 39 players that are playing right now that have played at least 160 rounds of major championship golf since 97. Of that group, Tiger is the only player whose total score is under par, right?
Oh, damn.
So his score, right? So
Who does this, by the way?
So listen to this. I know the stats on this, but this is so crazy.
How
right?
dare you? You have an algorithm on your computer.
Tiger is the only one of the 39 that played over 160 that's under par. Tiger is minus 104, right? So he's 104
Jesus.
under
and
par.
the rest are over par.
Listen, second place is Henrik Stenson. He's
over.
He's plus 122.
Oh my god, that's insane.
Tiger is 226 shots
Better
lower than second place.
That's an incredible statistic.
What the fuck?
That's what makes a legend a legend.
It's one of the most mental things I've ever heard in my life. He's 226
Where did you
shots
hear
better.
that? How did you even come up with the statistic?
I don't know. It was a statistic. I think I saw it somewhere on Instagram
It's
or something.
fantastic.
And it was a Tiger stat. And I was like, oh, I like paused. I went, let me read that again here for a second. But yeah, Stenson's number 2 on that list. And he's 226 shots worse. That's just crazy.
That is insane.
Yep.
Okay, let's get into our best bets, our pure picks, the thing that Mitch was brought in for.
I guess so. By the
Okay,
way,
do you want to listen to us make some arguments before you make your pick?
All right,
Mitch?
so how are we going to do? We're going to do
Let's go with
winner.
lowest to highest. We'll pick a. Do you want to do a miscut?
Yeah.
You feel good about it? So
yeah.
we'll go missed cut. We'll do
Yeah.
top 10. We'll do top 5. We'll do a winner, and then we'll
Okay.
do our best bet.
Okay.
And our best bet
So
is
that's
the thing that
5
goes
players.
head to head. Yes.
Okay. Hang
so
on.
starting with missed cut, that's who your first
Okay.
choice is going to be.
All right, and so the idea behind Mitch, the idea behind miscut is we're going to pick someone good that
we
think
expect
is going
to
to
miss.
that we
do
think's gonna
shit.
miss.
But
Okay.
honestly, Mitch, if you just have like a best bet
No,
pick,
I've got it.
you got it
I'm
all.
ready
huh?
to go.
Oh, you
Okay.
got.
I'm
I'm
ready to
sorry
go.
for even stepping on your toes,
Come
big
on,
dog.
man.
I forgot.
Okay, so do you want to lead us off?
Why don't you start us?
Okay, I'll
unless
start.
you're not ready.
No, I'm not ready.
I'm ready. So
For a
Okay.
miscut.
I'm gonna go miscut. I'm gonna go with Rafa Cabrera Bello.
Oh, wow.
I think
That's a strong name. Like he could win. I could pick him to win this week.
It's a strong name, but
I like that call.
Hold on, let me write these down.
Plus 5,000 to win, and you never know what happens in this, but
I like that call to MC
I-
though, because you'd get great value on him MCing. You just would,
Yeah.
because
he's just got the name.
he's one of the favorites. Like he's top 30 favorites, let's say, to win the event. All right. Okay. So Brad, you go next.
I like Thomas Peters to miss the cut.
Oh wow, he's someone who just won recently. He bombs it.
He melts the fuck
Yeah,
down.
he does.
And I think if it's too tight of a course for him, I'm concerned that he'll put a couple outside of play or he'll put it out of the rough and will snowball. That's
Okay.
kind of what I look at him. He's like the poor man's John Rahm to me, kind of.
Okay, my pick to MC is Ian Poulter.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're local, like home lad, local fella. A lot of pressure on him this week. He'll kind of feel it. He's a London boy. He's an Arsenal fan. He's just a fucking ponce, actually, if you ask me.
Biggest goon in fucking
he's also
Europe.
he's also the shittest good golfer I've ever fucking watched.
How do you mean by shittest?
So I never forget this. I fucking remember I was gonna watch him play in the Irish Open, right? And this was when I was good. Like I was 17-ish. You know, trying to win amateur events.
You mean
kind of
17
thing.
years old?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we followed Ian Poulter played with Colin Montgomery one year at the Irish Open. And I remember following Ian Poulter for like 6 holes and like walking beside him. And every time he hit the ball, I went, ugh, what the
He wasn't hitting it
fuck
flush?
is that? So like every time Monty hit the ball, I nearly jizzed my pants. Like it was like, oh, that was incredible. The sound, the strike. I was like, I don't know if I can do that. Every time Poulter hit it, I went, what the fuck is he doing out here?
He got limp.
He's just awful. Like if I had been playing with Poulter and the crowd were watching, they would have gone, well, that guy, the tall guy, is way better than Poulter. He slaps it, doesn't strike it well. He puts the lights out and he chips it amazing.
I feel like he finishes like top 20 like every
he's a multi-gajillionaire. Yeah.
You're talking about Poulter? He is always competitive.
It's his mentality, his willpower.
He kind of got like that Jordan factor.
Wouldn't
you say that?
He does.
Like he just like when he gets up, like when he's got like
when people hate him and don't want him to do well, he does well.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm just saying that he's going to miss the cut. So he's my pick.
I wouldn't have picked that.
Okay. Well, yeah, we know that.
He's the Guy Fieri of the European Tour.
He is, definitely is. All right, Mitch. So top 10. Is that what it is? So give me good value for your top 10.
So top 10, I like Wiesberger for
Brent Wiesberger,
top
okay.
10.
Right.
Nice. He's pretty unknown, especially for like American
He's
golfers.
really good. For Europeans, he's real fucking good.
Sure. You like that one, huh? Mm-hmm. Are you ready to make a pick?
It's you.
It's me. Okay. I am going to roll with Victor Hovland, the rookie. And he's consistently inside of the top 15, top 10 for the last, 5, 6?
Yeah, did you hear what he did? Did you hear what he did on Sunday?
At the Greenbrier?
Yep.
What did he do? He shot, 12 under, tied 10th.
So look at his rounds.
I shot 64
Look,
Sunday.
what was total rounds?
Let's see here. Game log. Oh, it's not even
They were
listed.
all under 70, correct?
Yeah, it was all under par.
Okay,
rounds.
so that round of 64 on Sunday, he was his 17th consecutive round of under 70. Like he taught. I don't think he broke a record, but they mentioned it as some kind of fucking record.
Sure.
That's like
that kind of consistency.
17 fucking straight rounds of under 70. That's a piss take. That's unbelievable. It really fucking is. But no, that's very impressive. I like that pick. All right, my pick for top 10 is our very own Sugar Shane. Shane
like
Lowry.
it.
Shane Lowry, top 10, coming off a great week where he's just back from vacation. Actually, if anyone follows him on Instagram, he was in I think he was in Portugal for a nice little vacation. So you think he's
rested?
So he's very well rested.
Or rusty.
Rested and rusty, probably a lot of sex, a lot of vino.
I mean, how do you feel when you come back from vacation? Are you rested? Are you ready to go? Like, how long was his vacation? I want to know. Was this a trip?
I mean, he was hitting balls. He was hitting golf balls in Val de Lobo in Portugal.
That's an awesome name for a golf course.
Yeah, he wasn't out there fucking, just drinking sangria. He was out there hitting he was hitting balls during the day. So, I love Sugar Shane after getting his honorary life membership of the European Tour. So he's my pick for a top 10.
I like it.
Yeah. Mitch, top 5.
I mean, I've got to go with the favorite in McIlroy.
Okay.
I've got to go with Rory.
All right.
Okay, that's reasonable. I'm writing these things down here real quick. So that's your top 5, right?
Yep.
Mac's the favorite. Okay, top 5. I'm going with Course for the Horse and Stinson. Like you said, he's been out here God knows how many times. Yeah. And he's, obviously, it's not this shocking of a pick. He's in the top 5 in terms of odds. But I like his age. I like kind of where he's at. I like how he took the end of the PGA Tour off the playoffs. He just opted to skip. That's a total power move. And he's been playing well ever since.
Yeah.
I like him. I like where he's at. His game's in fine form.
Okay. My top 5. I'm trying to make sure that he's fucking playing in the event. Yeah, he is. My top 5 pick is Andrea Pavone. Andrea Pavone from Italy. He is a former Aggie, Texas A&M. I used to battle with him when we were in college, but he's had a fucking great year. He's won once, which was a second win on tour. He's had a couple of top 10s. He's been close. I think he'll do well at Wentworth. He'll be unbelievable value for a top 5. And yeah, I love Andrea Pavone.
That is a savvy pick.
Yeah, I love Andrea Pavone. I know him because I've played with him, and he's had a great year. It's been not a breakout year, like probably last year was his breakout year, but this year he won again. So it was been another big year for him. So yeah,
he's plus 8,000.
Yeah,
to win the whole deal.
Tough. I bet. Try see what his odds are. Finish top 5. You can probably bet on top 5 in golf.
My book doesn't have that.
Doesn't take that.
Mine does. I'll get it. MyBookie.ag. Check it out. Use promo code BDC.
So Andrea Pavone top 5. That's some great value there, right there for you.
Are we picking winners?
Yeah, that's next.
All right.
Next is winners. You got a winner yet?
So I'm actually going to drop my boy DJ Kellerman. I follow this guy on Instagram.
Okay.
Insider_locks on IG. This dude fucking kills sports. I fucking love him. He's one of those touts that's honest. He's got funny videos. He's a goofball, but he's got the inside track, and he hammers in golf.
Yep.
So before I give mine, I'm going to give a few of his. And these really aren't outside the box picks. He likes Molinari.
Yeah.
With those odds at 25 to 1. And he likes Rahm. His feeling on Rahm is that he's very fit, kind of what you were saying, Peter, for the European Tour. One of the most talented players on the American PGA, but he actually likes the pressure.
Yeah,
and
he thrives in it.
Yeah, he does.
And I think what you were saying earlier, it's a new course for him. Thinks he's going to do well. So his 2 picks are Rahm, who.
So which one are you going for?
So that's what I'm getting at.
So while you're thinking on it, Pavone is plus 1,200 top 5.
Oh, love that value.
So I'm going to go with Stenson plus 2,000.
Okay.
That's my pick. I like the value.
I like it too.
Okay.
Obviously, I took him as a top 10 or whatever. So, yeah, top 5.
Who's your winner, Brad?
I'm gonna go with the hometown boy and Tommy Fleetwood.
Oh, you just.
Did I just step on your toes?
You just stepped on my toes. That's okay though.
I feel like that's such an easy pick, though.
You think
right
so?
there. Yeah,
I don't think
do.
so.
Yeah,
he hasn't won anything.
No, he hasn't, and it's his hometown event. I don't think that's.
He's
an easy
been
pick
playing
at all.
well though all year long.
He has been playing well, and he's bound to win.
And this is the one.
You think so?
Okay.
I don't know, man. All
right.
Obviously,
all right. You got Fleetwood.
Yeah,
I got Patrick Reed to win.
Okay, I like that too. Pat Reed
to win.
I think he's really developed a cut shot, that low cut, that is going to change his game, especially in the next year.
He's playing fucking good. He's putting good. I like that pick.
Plus, he's a cock.
Yeah.
He's such a little cock.
Yeah.
Okay. You took Stenson, right, bud boy?
Yeah, he took Stenson.
What's your last pick? This is best bet. So this is head-to-head. Anybody you want. It doesn't matter where they finish as long as they finish better than me and Pete.
So here's, I think, a great best bet.
Okay.
I really like Matt Wallace up against Matt Fitzpatrick. Really like he's minus 115. I think Wallace takes him down probably by 2 or 3 strokes.
Okay, Matt Wallace is your best bet pick. Who's yours?
Give me
I have mine.
Oh, you ready?
Yeah,
I'm
ready
for
mine. Another
please.
fucking English guy. It's Tyrrell Hatton.
Oh, I like him.
Yeah,
a
Tyrrell
lot.
Hatton is my best bet pick for this week.
Tell us why.
It's because he's English and he's fucking good and he's fucking always in the mix.
Don't
and
ask questions.
And he's a great fucking putter. He gets up and down. He's a little cocky little fucker.
He is.
Yeah,
he's a little bit of a hothead.
He's kind of like the Patrick Reed of the European English tour.
But he's a little cooler.
What do you mean? He's way cooler.
Okay, that's what I meant.
Dude,
he's also English though, so he
doesn't steal computers from Georgia Tech either. Or wherever.
Let me just say this: Wallace finished 3rd last week.
Yeah,
and I mean he's
young up and comer. He's a player.
He's playing great.
Here's before you make your pick, can I make a last minute suggestion?
Yes.
He just brought up
influence
who finished 3rd. We forget who won last week.
Garcia.
Sergio Garcia.
Old T-box killer.
I mean,
the
fucking
slayer of T-box.
Seriously, so it's amazing that we've gone this whole way and no
I
one
don't
has
think
picked
that
Sergio.
he's in this. I don't believe.
I
Hang on
didn't
a
see
second.
him on there. I don't think he's playing.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I didn't see his name on the top 50. He surely is top 50, right?
Wait, he's not playing
I
in
haven't
the
seen his name
fucking
anywhere.
BMW Championship?
Yeah, he's out.
Oh my god!
That's why I
what
thought
kind
that
of a
sounded odd.
That's very odd. What a tool bag he is. Hang on, how's he going to win the KLM Open in fucking Holland and then not play in the biggest fucking event? What kind of a knob jockey is he?
He's rolling Dutchies, bro.
Jesus Christ, that's
He's-
bananas.
He's on Dutchies.
All right. Well, who's your best bet pick then?
I'm going to roll with a first-timer in Tony Finau.
Okay.
I kind of like him. I like his short and swing. I like his accuracy. I like his play.
I've
right
been
now
on
he's
him
playing
all
good.
year.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
been good all
I've been
year,
on
hasn't
him
he?
all year.
I saw this post on Instagram. They were trying to get his swing speed up to, I forgot what the number was, some outrageous number. And you still watch him, and he takes it like almost to the height of his elbow, his hands. His shortened backswing just seems so controllable.
John Rahm-esque.
John Rahm, but Rahm is also compact with his backswing, but
Who's a better player, John Rahm or Tony Finau?
Rahm.
Yeah, Rahm's better.
But-
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, in terms of pedigree,
Today.
in terms of age,
And winning fucking, a mentality of someone who you know is going to win, right? And
Maybe.
actually, you know what it comes down to? Who's a better putter? And Rahm's a way better putter.
Is that what it is, you think?
He's a way better putter than
I just
Finau.
think he's got problems with his anger, and that's the only thing that I
Rahm?
think
Oh, yeah, he
holds him
does.
back.
Yeah, he's
you
a
know?
speed. He's one of those speed kids, like who.
He's a Sergio. He just heats up.
Well, I think it's
But
more
he
like
controls himself better.
his anxiety as soon as he hits the golf ball freaks the fuck out. Like, Jesus, calm the there's nothing you can do anymore. The ball is gone. You know what I
Don't
mean?
talk to it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, all that, huh? I mean, that's it, man.
All right.
Y'all got anything else?
No.
You got any other stories? Anything else you want to mention?
Any other stories I have? No,
We'll save it for next time then.
yeah, no, I can't wait to watch.
Mitch, you've been a fantastic guest. We appreciate
for
you
having
so
me.
much, brother.
Yeah, really appreciate
Let's
it.
go play some golf now.
Yeah, we're gonna have to
we
get the Buttercut.
Yeah,
crew
with your
together.
new Ernie L's Japanese clubs.
Oh, I'm ready to go.
Yeah. All right, that was great, dude.
All right, this has been a production of MWPK Creative. Thank you very much for listening. We'll be back next week with another The Buttercut. Have a good night.
Bye-bye.